Coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally. And
Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about it.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, Kamara. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Breeze gets it to Meredith complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Ready? 95-56. Let's go. Double time. 12. Check. Easy, opposite.
Breeze now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Breeze now to throw. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check right. 36.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check. Greystone, travel.
They begin on the ground with Camara. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kill.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze, catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Breeze leaves this one with Camara. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Kill.
Here's Breeze. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now Breeze lost the football. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registered.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Left side, caught by Matthews. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Check. Five.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there and only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you can give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, just like last play. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Ready? Check, 47. Let's go, one more.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. It's caught by Jackson. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that's the old bend but don't break.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Breeze. And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 31, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Throwing on second down. Wentz, Ertz over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now this throw caught left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Easy, opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now, Breeze again. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Breeze now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Hey, everybody. All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ringer, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now here's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Hey, 57, 57. 50. Hey, 7, let's go. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming at you.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 56 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. From the 45 on second down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again, buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
it's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the kick by Butker is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And a cut to the right and touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to...
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found the seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelce. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one.